BFCM has finally wrapped up for the 2024 season, and in this video, I'm sharing all the key learnings from this season and how you can prepare for 2025. BFCM is my Super Bowl. Every year we start planning in July, and it takes us months of heavy planning and production to get all the work done and get the results that our clients are looking for. It takes us a bunch of time, we put in a bunch of effort, and what I did today is essentially put together notes on all of the postmortem elements that we've found from 2024. Now we're gonna get through what planning and production look like, down to results, offers, and key takeaways in this video. So stay tuned, you're gonna learn a lot. So starting off with planning and pre-production. When we start BFCM, it starts in July, and we start off with the planning process. Our whole team comes together and we essentially look at the calendar for Q4. We look at every single day of Q4 from the beginning of October to the end of December with the core focus of November in mind. And we ultimately want to understand, where is BFCM week and what dates does it lie on? Once we have that, we can foundationally start putting together when we think clients are going to have to start campaigns, when they should run VIP offers, and also when they should be transitioning and running multiple campaigns in different days, and what they should be doing for special days of the week. For instance, BFCM week isn't just Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We've got Small Business Saturday, we've got Giving Tuesday, we've got Super Saturday, we've obviously have Thanksgiving, we've got the day before Thanksgiving. We have a lot of days included in this week, and we need to take full advantage of it. So that's when the planning process gets done. And once we're done building that calendar internally in July, we get into planning with our clients directly in August. And essentially by the end of August, first week in September, we have all planning done for the rest of the year. And we can really get into production. Once we're in production, we are concepting out creative direction for creative. We're coming up with messaging concepts, and we're also working with our clients to understand what the core objectives are, what's the run rate for revenue, and what certain campaigns would look like. We're also looking at what worked really well from last year and how can we incorporate in those best practices from the year before. And we're also crafting what our offer should be. So next up is talking about results. So overall, our clients saw some incredible results this year due to Cyber Monday being on December 2nd versus actually in November like last year. So the period that we actually used to measure performance from 23 to 24 is actually November 1st through December 2nd. I know it's kind of weird, it's not November to November, but because that BFCM week technically transitioned into December, we wanted to measure apples to apples from 11/1 to 12/2, and that made a hell of a difference from us understanding what happened year to year. And then overall, our clients saw some incredible results. We actually had one client that we started working with in December last year, and they were a small brand online, but they had a lot of momentum on social and also through brick and mortar and wholesale. And we knew that we could do some fun stuff with them. So we started working with them after Black Friday last year, and they had their best month ever in November. We crushed it. It was 4x growth, 7-figure results. They were super excited. And I know this year is going to be a big one with this momentum, and we're going to absolutely crush it in 2025. And overall, we had 7 clients that had their best month ever in sales, which was really cool because we have some clients that we've worked with for 8-9 years now. And we have some brands that are, high 7-figure, 8-figure a year. And it was really awesome to be a part of that. Overall, when it came to offers, BOGOs performed well, but % off were the winners. And we also saw some great results with free gifts that helped with AOV. So we had some clients that gave out free gifts at different tiers based off of average order value. And we saw that really helped. Now, I will tell you, when you do free gifts, keep it simple. We did use an off-the-shelf app this year for one of our clients, and we trusted this app developer to be able to work with us right. And we saw that there was some failures through this app, and it made it challenging to just cache carts and things like that. But we were able to make it work, and it was still a very successful year for that client. So overall, let's get into a couple of the key takeaways and learnings from 2024 and how you can apply them as notes for next year. Well, first off, start running offers early and change up the offer with different product details. You don't want the offer to get stale here. What we notice is if you just say, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff all the time, you're not going to make anything special, and you're going to make it more challenging to keep the excitement and the momentum rolling through the whole month of November. You got to start early. It's super important to start early. Your customers are either going to spend with you or going to spend with other brands. That's what it comes down to. And I think a lot of people that I've talked to this year, and a lot of our brands realize their customers shopped early and they bought gifts because there was good offers. When you put a good offer in front of someone, you give them incentive and you give them some time, they're going to buy from you. The question is, how can you make it fresh and exciting? And something that we saw a lot of brands do, especially when it came to like Cyber Monday, is they started running like a higher clearance sale. And they started putting certain products into a higher clearance to make it more exciting. So you had your regular offer site-wide, but you also had a clearance sale that was like for instance, I think aloe was like 35% off, but they were running a clearance sale to certain products that were up to 60-70% off. I think that's a great takeaway. And also throughout the month, you can highlight certain collections and certain products to really keep that momentum running. Next, run a VIP sale and promote that VIP sale before it goes public. This is going to really help you get your high LTV customers to buy early. And like I said, create another digital event. Next, implement direct mail. Direct mail absolutely crushed it for our clients this year. We ran it for almost all of our retention clients. And I can't tell you enough, if you're not using Postpilot to run direct mail right now, start it now and ramp it up. I'm going to put notes to a video that I did recently on how to get started with direct mail, and it has like our whole 120-day launch plan. But guys, we saw massive ROI off of our clients' direct mail pieces. I was so happy with it. Added in there, you have so much data attached to physical addresses, and you can actually measure campaign performance using Postpilot versus using a direct, local fulfillment center or Vistaprint in general. Don't use them. That's trash. You need to be able to validate your data and quantify performance, and Postpilot is king there, especially if you're using Klaviyo as your main ESP. Next up, mobile apps and mobile push. We implemented a mobile app for one of our fashion clients in October and did heavy user acquisition, essentially getting that email and SMS list into mobile push with opt-ins. And throughout that, period I told you about, November 1st through December 2nd, that specific client did over 200 grand in revenue, additional revenue through the mobile app. Super successful. Next up, when it comes to list growth, start focusing on list growth in summer and fall. It's going to pay massive dividends for you. We saw our clients that were ramping up ad spend and focused on having a solid direct offer within their pop-up. It paid massive dividends in getting new users into the email and SMS ecosystem. So even if those people did not buy yet, as we went into Q4 and BFCM offers, we saw massive jump in new customer acquisition. Those customers were subscribers that signed up throughout the previous 3 to 6 months, but we converted them into a first-time purchaser throughout the BFCM period. Next, obviously, Meta was super challenging for everyone this year. It's getting expensive. It's only going to get more difficult. And if you rely on Meta for advertising, you need to make sure that you're running your offers early and you're getting your ads launched as early as possible, right? And next, I want to talk a little about TikTok Live. So we had some clients that were using TikTok Lives as well, and it was a hit and miss, right? I think TikTok as a platform has a lot to still mature on. We heard some insane stories of like Cardi B with her new nail brand that absolutely crushed it this Black Friday holiday season. And that's really cool and all. I think there's a good use case for certain brands. But overall, we saw some clients that had lives that just crushed it and some that tanked. So overall, I think the live shopping ecosystem is a big piece of e-com. And as long as TikTok's still around, figures out their whole thing with the feds, I think it's going to be a big piece in the future if it's still around. So those are my key takeaways. In all, we were stoked on our clients' performance overall for BFCM this year. But if you want to crush it in 2025, start with the basics in January. Don't stop acquiring customers or sending emails now. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal. Brands that are going to crush it in 2025 are going to start on January 1st. and they're going to continue that momentum through the rest of the year. I can tell you, if all the brands that I talked through had the same momentum and same energy that they applied to Q4 throughout Q1 to Q3, oh my God, their Q4 performance would be 10x what they ever dreamed it could be. So super important you start early and you just do the basics. And if you're serious about scaling your e-commerce business with email marketing, let's schedule a call and get you started with one of my free retention audits. You'll either have a kickoff call with me or one of my team members. And don't miss my next video where I show you how to build a campaign calendar for 2025 with all the steps and all the processes that we use within our planning department. If you guys like this video, please hit subscribe. If you got any questions, leave a comment. I read all these comments personally. I will get back to you. And if you think we'd be a good fit to work with each other and you want my $4,000 audit for free, I'm offering that only to subscribers that are coming through our YouTube channel right now. We only have a couple of these free audits available each month. And if you think your brand's a good fit and you want my expertise, click the link in the bio and let's get an audit kickoff call started. Love you guys. Till next time, peace.